Hello YouTube, Zadarkus back with another tier list of the best champions to be played in the current patch. The strongest champion in the mid lane are going to be somewhat expected, the first one being Zed. Yes, Zed with a new item is going to kick some ass for quite a while until Riot maybe balances it out. You basically have two ultimates with that item, and if you get the item early on in the game, still in laning phase, it is most certain that you can easily kill the enemy mid laner with your ulti, and of course the proc of that item that deals flat damage after 4 seconds plus some damage based on the enemy's missing HP. Zed overall was already really strong thanks to Thunderlord's Decree combo, but now it's even stronger that he has two flat armor penetration items that give him good amounts of damage and good actives and passive. I'm talking about Yazumu's Ghostblade and of course as well of the new item that you can see on the screen. You can imagine this is very handy for a Zed player. The second champion is going to be Talon, and Talon was of course already a strong pick somewhat, but now gets even stronger because this item is actually as well very strong on him, as you can as well expect. Not going to talk about the item as much in this one because I just talked about it, but Talon can now burst the enemies even more than before. You can easily get in on the enemy AD carry, for example, in a fight. Either pre-activate your ultimate, you go in with your ultimate, they don't see you coming, and suddenly jump on the enemy carry, your ultimate blades come in, deal the damage, you have your W, you have your auto attack proc, and you try to go out, plus the proc of the item of course. It's gonna hurt. We are going to see a season of assassins if Riot continues this way. The next champion is going to be Lux. Yes, Lux is most likely, if you want an AP champion, she is one of the safest picks you can have. You can farm from quite a long range thanks to her E. If you go with CDR, you can basically use your E, wait for it to explode, and once you explode you have your E up again and you can farm an entire lane with just your E. You have utility for your team with your shields and snares, which are awesome, and of course you have good amounts of AoE damage and good range to do so thanks to your insanely big laser and your E. The snare of course is, like I said, very useful. If you get a good catch, most likely you're gonna kill it if he is somewhat squishy. Of course, if you're playing against guys like I just mentioned, Zed or Talon, maybe Rust Lasagna, but there it goes. If you want an AP choice, Lux is a pretty solid pick. The next champion is one of my favorites, and you may as well already know who it is. Ahri. Yes, Ahri has, as always, the great outplay potential. Of course, you may have a hard time against all these assassins like Zed and Talon, but she has a big build variety that still makes her useful for the team. The charm is a game changer, as we all know, and thanks to her ultimate, even if you're playing against a Zed or a Talon, if they go in and if you wanna be safe, you may just use your ultimate to rush out. At the same time, if something happens, your ultimate will give you the mobility to rush in when time is needed. Now, for some honorable mentions of picks that you may want to use and would work, I would say Vel'Koz first because of the good range, CC, and overall utility for the team against these champions. He may do pretty good if you know how to play him and you know them geometry and angles of course. But yes, Vel'Koz with the true damage, the knockups, the slows can be a good asset for a mid laner. The next one would be Annie. Annie, again, somewhat the reason as Malzahar in some terms, as you can build her somewhat tanky, and if they jump you, you can burst them really hard with your full combo and CC them, of course thanks to the stun, her shield that gives her armor, and all helps us survive a little bit more. The other one would be Diana. same reason. They jump you, you can be tanky enough to fight them head on thanks to your itemization and the skill set that Diana has. You have the shield, you have a knock, it's not, well, it's a pull that brings up a slow, and you can indeed fight them face to face if you know what you're doing. This will be the best mid laners for patch 6.3. I hope it helped you guys, and I hope you spam these champions if you know how to play them and win a lot of games. But I recommend, by the way, if you're not picking Zed, at least ban him, because if anyone picks Zed and know what he's doing, this item on him is insane. So yeah, my name has been Zadarkus. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumb up. Remember to leave a comment. That English now. I will reply to you guys, and subscribe if you are not. Remember that you can also watch me streaming at twitch.tv/Zadarkus. Have an awesome day, stay awesome, and I'll be seeing you pretty soon with a new one. See ya!
I love you.